Hi, Dr. Mark here again.
Okay, good.
This question came in on one of my Ask a Vet columns and I have heard it enough that I thought the reply would help some of you out. The question was, I have a white Maltese and just this week she has a reddish-brownish color on her skin around her tail and I'm not sure the cause. I gave her a bath with whitening shampoo and the color is still there. Can you help me, please? Jessica. The first recommendation I made was to watch for skin irritation. When a dog licks one area repeatedly, it can cause a brown stain on the hair. It is because of the porphyrins in the saliva which contain iron that stains white or light-colored hair. This is very common in Maltese and Bichons. It is usually between the toes, when they are licking excessively from allergies, and is even more common on the front legs secondary to boredom and on the face in dogs that drool. It is common around the eyes in many dogs too. On the back, near the base of the tail, dogs can sometimes start biting and licking the spot excessively if they are bitten by a flea. Not all dogs will do this. Dogs that are allergic to the saliva of the flea itch severely, however, and this is one of the common ways they reach the spot. The next section had to do with how to get rid of the stain. In order to get rid of the stain you can use the same thing you do for brown tear stains on the face. The best way to remove the brown stains is to use a solution of peroxide and cornstarch. Mix it up, let it sit on the dog's skin for about 5 minutes, and then rinse it off. If you know your dog is allergic to other things already, it is a good idea to apply a small amount of this solution to the area and monitor the response for the next few hours. If her skin becomes red or she is scratching or licking at the spot, do not use it anymore. There are also commercial tear stain removal products available for Maltese and Maltipus if your dog is allergic to the peroxide. It also helps to keep the hair short. From the photo that was submitted with the question, it looks like you keep your dog's hair short, so if you do clip her it is easier to use the stain remover. You can do a quick groom at home and just cut the hair on the back with scissors. Some Maltipus owners deal with tear stains on the face by keeping the hair very short every time they groom their dog. The last step is to fend off fleas if necessary. The best way to keep her from being bitten by a flea in the future is to use one of the prescription flea control products. Many of them also contain heartworm preventatives, so you will only need to give one pill a month. They are not 100% effective but are the best thing out there to keep a flea from even jumping on. Most of the common products, like NexGard and Bravecto, only work after the flea has already bitten. That is fine for most dogs but is not a good idea if you have a pet that is allergic. If you take her to a dog park, however, or even just walk her in a park where there are lots of other dogs, she may pick up a flea. In that case, a product like a Seresto flea collar would be best as it is a repellent. The flea does not have to bite your dog before it dies. If you do not want to use a flea collar, you can also use a topical repellent and apply it just before taking your dog for a walk. There are also many natural flea repellents if you do not want to buy a commercial product. The stain on the back should clear up easily with the treatment I described above, but to prevent it from coming back you really have to stop any flea from ever biting your dog. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or have any questions about your white dog's skin, let us know in the comments. Give it a like if you learned something helpful here. I would also appreciate if you would take the time to subscribe to my channel. Many of the videos are on choosing the best dog, but I also have plenty on nutrition, health issues like dermatology, and of course some are just about living with our dogs. If you have any health questions about your dog you can send them to me at one of my Ask a Vet columns at pethelpful.com or yourpetsathome.com. There is no charge for asking a question about your dog, but I do ask you to include info on his age, breed, and any test results you have had done. A photo helps a lot too, so I appreciate it if you include that so I can give you the best answer possible. Do you want to read one of my articles on dogs and other pets? You can find my information on pethelpful.com, paradepets.com, and Your Pets at Home. Since most of you have already signed off. If you are still here though and have a minute, click on my profile page and take a look at the videos I have posted. If you have any suggestions about what you need to know for your dog, leave a comment. Thanks for hanging around. I hope you and your dog have a nice day.